Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive? This time we're strapping on some wearables and diving headfirst into the world of health tech.
It's a fascinating world, really. All this data right at our fingertips. Or should I say, on our wrists.
Exactly. Though it's almost too much data sometimes, isn't it? Like we're swimming in it but not always sure how to use it. That's where today's company comes in. Rook, formerly known as Rook Motion. Their big idea. They want to be the Plaid of health data.
Now, that's a comparison that clicks. Plaid made managing your finances so much smoother. I can see why that's their goal, for sure.
Right. No more jumping through hoops just to connect to your health apps. But why is that even necessary? Well, picture this. Over 300,000 health and wellness apps, and counting.
And another 200 popping up every single day. It's mind-boggling.
It's overwhelming, even for someone like me who lives and breathes this stuff. But here's the kicker. Allied Venture Partners, who invested in Rook, pointed this out. Each app tracks data its own way.
Oh, tell me about it. It's like everyone's speaking a different language, trying to decipher it all. It's a nightmare, especially for developers.
It's like trying to build a house where every brick is a different shape and size. Chaos.
Exactly. You've got total sleep time here, time in bed over there. Even something as simple as calorie counting becomes a headache.
Right. We're talking about active calories burned or total calories consumed. And don't even get me started on date formats. It's enough to make your head spin.
It's a developer's worst nightmare. It's no wonder Allied Venture Partners sees such a huge opportunity for Rook to step in and clean things up.
So how are they tackling this data jungle? With their health data as a service model, or HaaS, if you're feeling acronymy.
Catchy and crucial. It's like they're creating a universal translator for all that health data.
Okay, I'm getting the Plaid analogy, but what does
Mhm.
that actually mean for the folks building these apps?
So imagine this. Instead of creating a separate integration for every single wearable and platform, developers can plug directly into Rook's API. Boom. They've got instant, standardized access to real-time data from any device, regardless of brand.
So less time wrestling code, more time innovating.
Precisely. And it's not just about making things easier for developers. It's about unlocking the true potential of all that health data we're generating.
Because right now it's mostly just sitting there, isn't it? A bunch of numbers on a screen.
Exactly. Rook wants to change that. They're using AI to go beyond just aggregating data. They're looking for insights, patterns, even potential health risks that we might miss just by looking at raw numbers.
Okay, now we're talking. This is about moving beyond step counts and actually using data to improve our well-being.
Precisely.
So how does that actually work? What's the magic behind Rook's AI? Give us a peek behind the curtain. Give us a peek under the hood. How does Rook's AI actually turn raw data into something meaningful for us?
Think of it like this. Rook's AI is like this super powered detective, right? It takes all that raw data, your sleep patterns, how active you are, even things like heart rate
As
variability.
if I wouldn't even know to look for.
Right, and it connects the dots. Instead of just seeing a jumble of numbers across different apps, you get a full picture of your health.
Okay, so it's like having all the pieces of a puzzle finally arranged in a way that makes sense.
Exactly. And that's where the personalization really kicks in. Let's say, for example, you're crushing your step goal every day. Fantastic.
Definitely bragging rights.
For sure. But your sleep, maybe not so much. Rook's AI picks up on that and swoops in with suggestions.
Like a guardian angel for my sleep schedule.
Well, more like a data-driven sleep coach. Maybe it suggests tweaking your workout time or gives you tips to improve your sleep hygiene.
So it's not just about highlighting problems, it's about offering solutions tailored to you.
Precisely. And the best part, the more data it has, the smarter it gets. Which brings us to Rook's big vision, becoming the backbone for global health and wellness data.
Okay, now that's thinking big picture. What does that even look like? What happens when Rook has this massive, standardized pool of data?
Imagine researchers with access to anonymized data from millions of users, all standardized, easily searchable. Think about the breakthroughs. We could understand chronic diseases better, maybe even predict health risks before they become serious problems.
Whoa, that's mind-blowing. We're talking about moving from reactive to proactive healthcare.
Exactly. It's a complete paradigm shift. And it's not just about medical advancements either. Think about your own doctor
Oh,
visits.
you mean instead of that yearly checkup where I pretend I haven't touched a donut in months?
Exactly. Imagine them having this continuous stream of data, a much more complete picture of your health.
Personalized care, driven by data. Now that's something I can get behind. But this all hinges on people actually using Rook. Who are they targeting? Is it just for, the fitness data junkies like us?
Not at all. Actually, they're casting a pretty wide net. Fitness apps are definitely early adopters, but they've also got corporate wellness programs interested.
Ah, so my company can finally track how many steps I don't take in a day.
Maybe, but think about it. Employers want healthier employees, right? Lower healthcare costs, increased productivity. Rook can help make that happen.
Okay, I see the appeal.
Yeah.
It's a win-win for both sides.
Exactly. And while we're on the topic of wins, insurance companies are also starting to pay attention.
Interesting. What's their angle?
Imagine a world where your insurance premiums are tied to your health data. You're racking up those steps, maintaining a healthy weight. Your premiums go down.
Okay, that would definitely get me moving.
Yeah.
Sign me up. But let's be realistic. Insurance discounts aren't everyone's cup of tea. What about the people who need a little extra, shall we say, motivation to break a sweat?
Well, believe it or not, the gaming industry is all over Rook.
Gamers. Now that's a curveball.
It's this whole move to earn trend, where your real-life activity translates to rewards within a game.
Hold on. I can level up my character just by going for a run?
You got it. It's like tricking yourself into being more active.
Genius. Who else is jumping on the Rook bandwagon?
Even big pharmaceutical companies see the potential. They're using it to streamline clinical trials, making it way easier to collect and analyze data from participants.
So we've got everyone from fitness apps to big pharma on board. Allied venture partners must be happy campers.
They are. Their memo raved about Rook's revenue growth. It's skyrocketing, especially for a company at this stage. Clearly, they're meeting a real need in the market.
Sounds like they found a winning formula. Huge market, fast growth. But what about the user experience? Are people actually happy using Rook?
Early signs point to a big yes. Their net promoter score is looking very strong.
Ah, the good old NPS. That's a good indicator that people aren't just satisfied. They're actually recommending Rook to others. Word of mouth is powerful.
Absolutely. But let's not forget the team behind it all. Building a company this ambitious takes serious talent.
So who are these masterminds behind Rook?
Well, Allied Venture Partners certainly did their homework. The founders are both biomedical engineers with a ton of experience in medical devices and software, and they've built a stellar team around them.
Sounds like they've got the brains and the brawn to make their vision a reality. Okay, so big picture time. What does all this mean for the average person? Why should they care about Rook's success?
Because Rook has the potential to revolutionize the way we manage our health. We're moving away from this world of fragmented health data and towards a future where it's all seamlessly connected, working to improve our well-being.
It's like finally harnessing the power of all that data we're generating. Data for good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that brings up a really important question as this technology continues to evolve.
Okay, hit us with it. What do we need to be thinking about? Okay, hit us with it. What do we need to be thinking about?
Well, all this data, right? It's valuable, but who gets to control it? That's a big one. And are we even okay with how it's being used? We can't just ignore those questions.
That's true. It's
Yeah,
like we're so busy being amazed by the technology, we forget to ask the important questions. Just because we can track all this stuff doesn't mean we should, right?
Exactly. Rook might be doing things the right way, but it brings up big questions about data privacy, security, all of that. It's on us to shape how this technology develops. We have to make sure it's being used responsibly.
We can't forget the human side of all this. Data privacy, ethics. These aren't just buzzwords. This is our health, our lives. We have a right to control how it's used.
Couldn't agree more. We need to ask the tough questions, not just of companies like Rook, but of ourselves too. Are we comfortable sharing our data? What are the risks? What are the benefits?
It's a lot to think about for sure.
It is, but these are conversations we need to have. The more we talk about it, the better decisions we can make, not just for ourselves, but for everyone.
So true. Well said. It's an exciting time to be talking about health tech, that's for sure. A whole world of possibilities. But like you said, we got to be cautious, ask the tough questions. This has been a fantastic deep dive. Thanks for breaking it all down for us.
My pleasure.
And for everyone listening, thanks for joining us. Until next time, keep those wearables buzzing, but keep those critical thinking caps on too.